Hey Akash, how are you?
I'm fine, brother. How are you doing?
I'm definitely fine. Congratulations on your recommendations. Yeah, I was so eager to talk to you,
Thank
and finally we are now talking. And first of all, yeah, introduce yourself, buddy.
Okay, brother. My name is Akash Sharma and I belongs to Dehradun, Uttarakhand. And basically, I have completed my BTech in Naval Architecture and Ocean Engineering. And for quite a long period in this lockdown, I was preparing for my ASPET. In side by side, I was working also. And, and I passed out from my engineering in this very year 2020 in July. Thereafter, I appeared for ASPET in October and I cleared it. And in March, I cleared my SSB also in April first week, and my medicals are scheduled from tomorrow actually.
Okay, okay. So medicals are from tomorrow. Okay, fun. All the best for that also. Yeah. Tell us about your SSB journey, like how you prepared for it, and how did you approach, considering the fact that is it your first attempt to SSB, any of the
Yeah,
SSB?
it was my first attempt.
Okay, so how did you prepare for it? Yeah, considering knowing the fact that I know you from before, also you were a working aspirant, so you work for a firm. You told me, and you, apart from working, also you were preparing for SSB. So how was that journey about?
So, firstly, when I cleared my ASPET, I was not having any that brief idea about ASPET and all the SSB procedure for any of the services, whether it will be Army, Navy, or Coast. So, firstly, I read about it from most of the platforms, and then I googled it. So since nowadays it is very common nowadays on YouTube, like you can get the videos on like various topics, whether it will be your screening or the further part of your history. So like in the beginning, I just my main approach was to know the process rather than working on it. So firstly, for 1.5 months or 2 months, uh, I just read quite a few books and came to know like what the process is all about. In this meantime, I have not practiced a single thing how to do it, but simply I was reading about what the history is and the unique experience of all the people and how a successful candidate has come up with their strategy. Then I summed up like how to practice it, and frankly, I have seen very like my SSB preparation was not stuck to a single place. Then I came to know that so many things are there. Like I can practice OIR also at home. So I started practicing OIR. Then I recorded the videos for like narration for my stories. I just simply write stories without any sense. Sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it not. But there was no one to check those stories. So it was just like it was very bleak and very like blur. Like what am I doing? There was no one to guide down the line. So I used to write it, but finally I realized in the beginning my stories were not so real, so acceptable in the social nature. They were not feasible according to the daily life. So I used to keep changing according to them. Then I used to like mostly I was practicing how to get screened in rather than the further task. Because if we will not screened in the first place, we are not able to do the we cannot show ourselves very thoroughly because screening is a very small task actually. And if you want to stand out, you need to practice among because nowadays if fresher is also coming, he is not raw fresher. Everybody prepares coming from like home itself. So that fresher thing is generally vanished down the line what it was back 6 7 years. Like people used to clear the written and eventually they landed up in SSC. And that was the real pressure. But nowadays if anybody gets through the written exam or direct entry, then they generally keep searching on the internet. and try to accumulate as much as they can before their SSC. The same was my approach towards the SSC. Then for different techniques, like I have watched some of the videos, and then I came to know what things are required actually, how I can inculcate those things in my daily life. Rather being to a particular thing, I just developed myself holistically. I cannot say developed actually. It was a like self-realization phase. I was realizing where I'm lacking, where should I can do, or where I'm good at it. At certain things, I was very good, like speaking English at the first hand and doing lecturate and all those things. So I was very pretty confident on my oration skills, and it worked for me in the SSB as well. So things which I need to work upon was my general knowledge. That was very pathetic at the first time, and uh, so I started working on it. I followed some of the journals, some of the newspapers, which helped me a lot when I followed some open GD groups on the internet just to get a like what is happening nowadays. I just want to know what is happening. I just want to discuss, and it made me quite comfortable in the group discussion. It made me when to hold and when to let it go in some crucial discussion. When to speak, when not to speak. So these were the things which I learned down the line. And obviously, I have heard so many success stories since my my father's friends, son, they are also indulged in all those SSC and all these things. Some of them cleared, some not. So I used to keep interacting everybody and try to know what the thing is all about, what the hack is all about. Is what I am doing is really fruitful or not? Actually, nobody. When you are working, like it's very tough to give a equilibrium among your work and your preparation because up to evening you are working only, and then by 6 7 you reach home, so it's already 3/4 of the day is already gone, and you have to manage the time accordingly. So in the starting it was a bit difficult, but down the line I realized like I have to manage my time, so I used to like try to have some breaks in office and try to write some PPT stories, and it's just like I find time on those things, and this is how for the training I have prepared. I have used that 50 crack OIR book. I used to practice with the timer so that it will help me in the real time. Like I should have a keep a note of timing according and proper accuracy so that it will help me because OIR plays a major role and not only in the screening part, also in the recommendation at the later stages because it indicates how good you are in the pressure situation with your mind. So IR is a tool which generally plays a very significant role in your selection process. Not in the selection process when you become a lieutenant colonel or wing commander down the line. If service want to give you a command, generally they also check your OIR of your SSC. So it shows how good you are in the picking good things of the new things down the line. So it shows your aptitude. So I think it's something which is generally people used to ignore because they generally think story is the basis of the training part. But yeah, 25%. I can say not 25. It may be more, maybe less. We cannot quantify the role of in the stage one. But yeah, it plays a significant role.
Yeah.
So in the
So your preparation was more than sufficient, I guess, and you were working. The time flew like anything else, I know. And I have talked to you before about this also. Your interview was very interesting. So as I have heard you, so do
yeah,
you want to share a light on that to the viewers?
sure. Like my interview was taken by a deputy president, group captain rank officer. So it happened on the third day of the SSB. So my slot was in the morning, but like I got the last slot in the morning shift. That was 10:20. I reported at the interview the day of screening, our DSO said PIQ is your canvas. It's your will how to paint your PIQ. So I just made myself very grounded while writing the PIQ. I wrote only those things which I have done in my life. I have never sugar-coated any particular fact. I just kept myself grounded, kept myself real in whole filling that procedure. I have filled with my best of my knowledge, which I can do. I have mentioned each and everything which I have done. Even the place was very small in that PIQ, so I used to write in the bottom of the margin by making a star. So nothing can be missed what I want to write. So I have filled thoroughly, and so my interview started basis on my PIQ. So interviewing officer then asked me about my education and those rapid fire questions which are very famous in the people. So he asked me two, three CIQs. So the most like I have retained those questions up to certain extent, but they were so many, like 17, 18 questions were there in a single CIQ. So at some of the time, I generally it was my tendency. I used to like in the earlier 60, 70%, I am retaining those facts. But then I again asked, can you please repeat the question? So he said, okay. So the mostly which I think in which I have made a edge or like edge was there. Like I was never felt pressurized down the line. Those 40, 50 minutes, I was like really I was so into it. I was not feeling the pressure of being interviewed by officer because I came for that only. So what is the matter of like being nervous or something? So he made everybody comfortable. So as me. Then he asked me like, what are your hobbies and all those things. So I said I used to do shairi a lot. So which is a poetry generally in Hindi and Urdu. So which is not like so common nowadays. He asked me about some of the poets related to it. That was a kind of GK question he asked me. Like, can you please tell me about Mirza Ghalib or Faiz Ahmad Faiz? These are some Urdu poets. So I like right from the beginning since Shairi was my hobby. So definitely I know all those things. So he asked me to recite some of the Shairi. So I said okay, I will recite. Then he asked me some questions which were very contradicting in the nature. Like he just want to know whether I have girlfriend or not. So at the very first place, I made myself like no sir. Then he asked me the reason. Then I said okay, I'll tell the reason in form of poetry. So he said, and he smiled eventually, what I had said. So it was a very good discussion, but obviously he asked me questions related to the Air Force regarding the commands, regarding the new induction of aircraft, and how Air Force function actually at the bottom line. And he also asked me some maritime related questions because my field of graduation was naval architecture and ocean engineering. And he also asked me some questions related to Vishakhapatnam because I have completed my graduation out there. So, so basically, it was a fun 40, 50 minutes. And throughout the conversation, I never felt like he was grilling me because what I have conveyed to him, it was so clear that I don't feel he need to grill me further because questions which he asked, I like gave replies with utmost of clarity and honesty.
So great to hear that, yeah. Also, you have mentioned that in your conference, it was mentioned that you messed up with like we had a call that you mentioned that you messed up your GT. So can you please share about that also?
Yeah, because GT, since we know it's divided into two parts, the tasks which are there at the indoor, like GD, GP, and lecture, those tasks were very fantastic. Like they all require the oratory skills and group dynamics, which I have understand it so well down the line. And I also like the topics which came in GD was something which I am very like confident about it. So I have done very good in GD and GP and lecturate also. But when it came to PGT are the rules. Though I was very attentive while listening the briefing of the GPU, but when it come for execution, I was not moving a single inch because I was not having any idea how to cross those obstacles. But simply what I was doing was following the commands of my friends over there. Like if they were saying they want a falla, fatta. So I just simply give them a fatta, give them a balli, or hold the load, or something like that. So definitely I was not a burden on the group, but I was not that much efficient for the group also. Then it came to HGT half group task. So then I realized like I have to do something because my PGT was screwed, I guess, according to me. So same thing was there in HGT, same Patta Balli, but the group is already half. So I tried giving some of the ideas, but I was not the one who was implementing those ideas on the real platform. So I was a bit tense, but my morale was never shattered because uh, like I had a belief that I already have done good in the GD, GP and Spirit. Then it came to the command task. Command task was something, even only one guy called me in the command out of the eight. So it shows how badly I have performed in my GP or in my GTO. And though that guy also called me because he said on the humanitarian basis कि यार इसको कोई नहीं बुला रहा है तो मैं बुला रहा हूं. So that was the thing. So that was the thing which actually it was there back in my mind. So then command task came. For the command task, I have performed it well as compared to other tasks because in the command task, I also got the freedom to implement my ideas. I briefed my subordinate thoroughly, which briefing I got from GTO, and then I prioritized the situation. I sent one of my men to the end line. Then I went there. Then we recovered our second subordinate. So in this way, like in the meantime, GPU increased the difficulty by changing the color of the place. Like he made it yellow. That means it was out of bounds. So I used the rope over there to strengthen the structure and then cross the thing. So definitely, and GT was keep pressurizing me by saying like only 2 3 minutes are left. Gentlemen, what you are doing, you are not doing up to the mark. You are not a leader. He was saying like that. But I have not kept it on my mind. I just said, okay, I'll do it, sir. I'll do it. So in the frame of 15 minutes, I completed the task. Well, 2 3 minutes before 15 minutes, I completed my task, and this is how. And then came to all individual obstacles, and which was like I have only done three. When I was doing my fourth obstacle, time was already over because maybe my physical fitness was not up to the mark or was not at par, and the obstacle at AFSB were, I can say, they were hard as compared to what we have seen on the YouTube. Like definitely changes were there.
So as far as I've heard that you really screwed up your GT, man. But this also shows that key agree on the point if you want to key you just have to be honest over there and everything else is going to taken care by the officers, right? You don't need to prepare like everything, you give everything to it. You just need to be honest, you just need to be showing your personality, you just want to show that what you are. If you are fit, if you are right for the armed forces, you definitely get recommended, right?
Right.
Yes,
It's
yes.
just like what I believe. What I believe here is the psychology test which happened on the second day after the screening. It plays a very crucial role in your recommendation because it is something like we never know what we have written actually. After the end of the psychology test, some of the people, even myself also, I have not retained the answer. If somebody asks me कि उस वर्ड के लिए क्या WAT लिखा है तो मैं भूल गया. That was so instant because only 15 seconds are with you. So it generally comes with your inner conscience or the inner frame of mind. So psychology plays something a big role, I can say. If you are true with your psychology, then you are good. Like in the case of TAT, the stories came. So I made very like the picture came, 11 picture came and one blank slide was there. So I made very generic stories, very practical stories. I never made myself or the main character a hero like something. Like I just changed the perception. It's just like if some people are playing in the picture. I just said like it is just a picnic or it's just a scout and guide outing or NCC outing for the junior wing, which we have faced in our school life or the college life. Because if you unnecessarily put the scenario of a superhero or a problem which needs to be solved with the current effect, it generally shows how problematic you are in your psychology. If you, it's just like that. And uh, in that thing, psychologists brief us that these pictures is just a test to your reaction on the certain stimulus. These stories can be open-ended in the nature, need not to give any conclusion on. We just want to show your behavior. We just want to assess your behavior with the help of these pictures. And what I believe, like if we if we have a clear and a good sleep before the psychology, we can do it with more efficiently. Like you can do it more efficiently because there is no pressure. If you are having a writing, I think writing is a problem over there because uh, you need to write it so fast, and some people don't use to that time frame. So that may be a problem. But if you can write well in the time, then half of your job is already done. And if you know yourself properly, like situation reaction test came SRT, those SRTs are the real life situations. Even शायद हमने भी face किए. If we are boarding a train and you have seen a girl who is lost in that railway station, what you will do? So these are the some daily life experience, and people used to keep practice. One thing we cannot practice, that is our reflex action. We cannot practice our reflex action because it's there in our inner conscious. Yeah, we can improve our daily life by proactive approach by making it simple rather than making it more complex. If our daily life is very simple, our replies to the SRT, to the WAT will be more generic, more acceptable, and more observational rather than superficial. So this is the key to sight. You can
So one thing which I can tell you, Akash, by talking to you, the things which you are saying at this time is very, very, very helpful to many of the people. Just to be honest, just to make things simpler, not to make it complicated, is a thing which most of the SSB aspirants should know. Rather than making it complicated, just try to be honest to yourself. Just to make it things simpler will also do at this time. So that is the very good thing which you have given, and you have us, like I have talked to many of the people who have recommended from several boards, and you have a very different approach of looking at the SSB, and you have a different
exactly.
style. So I generally, I'm talking to you, I'm very excited to talk to you more. Definitely the GT or the officers over there will be feeling such. So also, one thing I guess you missed out is I want to know about the lecturate topics. Lecturate topics. How did you tackle that?
All
Knowing the fact that you said that you were not very good at GS, like general science. You were not general awareness was not that good. So how did you tackle that? And what was the topics?
okay. So when it came to lecturate, it happened on the fourth day of the SSB. So the key to the lecturate, what I have heard about the uh, lecturate is all about is just like an extempore exercise. The topic will be like given on the point, and you have to prepare within 2-3 minutes time frame. You need to deliver a speech or deliver a lecture. First thing, we need not to be frightened with the people because they are all your group mates. You are knowing them from the past 3 days, and they are not very good. तो उनके सामने बोलने से हमें कोई फर्क नहीं. So it's just like you are talking in front of your buddies. And if you're talking in front of your buddies, then I don't feel there is a something which will top you, to express you up to the zenith. So what I believe. And the topics which were there in my case, I have picked the card. Four topics were there. One of them was natural gas. Another was the fiscal deficit. Third was the Indo-Afghan relations. And fourth was the role of physical education in the daily life. So since my uh, field is naval architecture and ocean engineering, so I have heard so much about the extraction of natural gas and the crude oil and all those things. So I started it with a quote, my lecturate with a quote. I spoke on the natural gas, and the key to get successful in the lecturate is please ignore the GTO. If you will see, if you visualize that GTO is sitting over there, then definitely everybody get like feels like somebody alien is coming over there and he is assessing ourselves. So rather than uh, rather than wishing the GTO, I just said, "Good afternoon, gentlemen," and my topic is natural gas. Then I started, like I have not followed the trend to introduce the topic and that to what it is going and what it will lead to. Because sometimes we need to break the bars to do it in our own manner. So, firstly, I spoke about what the calorific value is all about. So I said calorific value is the amount of energy what we got after burning the 1 kg of fuel. It's there in kilojoules. So I spoke about calorific value of petrol, then natural gas, and the cow dung cake. So I compared it. Then I compared the pollution content which we are getting. So then I like come to a conclusion that CNG is having or the natural gas is having good calorific values and it is not having so much carbon footprint. So we need to adopt in our daily life. Then we I have given the example of PM Ujwala scheme. So it covered my general knowledge like how like PM Ujwala scheme came into play and how it is welcomed with most of the states nowadays and how it changed the life of the rural people, rural women who used to like struggle with the smoke of the cow dung cake, which used to burn the eyes and so many eye ailments which they face in their daily life. It leads to cataract at the early age. So how does it change the real life scenario in the daily life? Then I came to the maritime field and the CNG buses in the Delhi and the most of the metropolitan towns. So I just made it very like common daily based discussion, how a person can talk. And then I concluded with the role of CNG in the nation's development. By we can go to the greener future ahead. So it's just like that in the
So you said these all things within 2.5 minutes.
yeah, it's just like I told you that my oration is very good. Like what I feel, I used to do debates in my college and school and right from the beginning itself. So in my mind, in those 3 minutes where I was preparing, I was not preparing the material. I was preparing the sequence, when to speak, what to speak, and how to speak. So I was speaking like all of the group mates of other groups were saying कि तेरी आवाज वहां तक जा रही थी. I was so loud and clear. So actually, what I feel, what affects a lot of the assessors or the students over there or the candidates, it's how clear you are in your speaking. If you are saying those words and everybody is interpreting in that particular fashion in which you want them, and this is the basic thing what I feel, which we need. It's the clarity of the speech. It's the power of expression. That's what it is talking in those 15 OLQ. It's the
Power
power
of
of
his,
expression, how
yeah,
you express.
power of
So
expression
how
it
you
is.
express. So basically, it comes with your daily life. How you deliver the PPT in the college. How you tell your guys some funny story. पांच छह लड़के बैठे हैं तुम जैसे बता रहे हो. So if you have those timings to make everybody happy, smiling, or anything, like if you are having that agenda that you can propagate your idea in at that particular wavelength at what you are asking or what you want to. It's the main motto of the lecture.
Cool, man. Cool.
So
So,
definitely,
power of expression is the main thing which you want to tell about to the viewers in the lecturate. So, one last question.
yeah.
The last question comes over here, and then we'll try to conclude this. Is what about the GDR group discussion? Does it had a fishy conversation, like not what do we call it, fish market kind of people were fighting, or you tried very hard to put in your points? Tell us something about that.
Okay. So what I can say, GD is first task for the GTO. So our topic was how India can progress. So he gave us three leads by the military leadership, by the regional influence, and third was the this just a second, the diplomacy. Third topic was the diplomacy. So I spoke over diplomacy. So what I can say, like since it was a group of 8 people and 10 to 12 minutes were there, what I believe, if you are very knowledgeable also, then you can speak for 2 3 minutes on that particular topic. So there is no chance of fish market if you know the right time of speaking. If everybody are shouting, you can be keep quiet for the time being. And when everybody just took a little break, then you can start your thing. And first thing in these things is if you have a high modulation voice, if your if your voice is acceptable in that matter, then everybody will listen to your point. And if your point are like in my case, I spoke over the Indo-Afghan relations, I spoke over the Minsky alliance. So it shows how knowledgeable you are, how good you are in like expressing yourself. And if you are there, like first thing, most of the people keep repeating the single point in one or the other way. So if you are having a great amount of data, then you will not repeat those points. And at the time, most of the points will be exhausted. And then also, if you have points that whole GD is all about you, so it's just like, and also you should have a certain amount of acceptability in the points also. If you are not, it's just like a group exercise. If you will not help your group mates because some of them were not up to the mark in speaking English, so it's our role to give them an equal opportunity in the group rather than snatching their opportunity and saying your own shit. Because it will not be longer thing in the nature. Because defense forces is all about the camaraderie, all about the services, all about togetherness. Not a single guy can make a so big change in the force. So,
Camaraderie, it
so
is definitely, yeah,
yeah,
camaraderie.
yeah.
So with that, the I end up my finish. I end up my questions definitely. And you want to say something to viewers? Definitely, my viewers are SSB aspirants, and I have heard you told me in the call itself that you have cleared your CDS examinations also, AFCAT examination also. So I will be talking about that also in the next video conference we have. So at this time, the people who is preparing, candidates who are preparing for their SSB, so how should they approach their preparation, or how should they go to the SSB, with what mindset, how should they approach their assessors? Can you please tell about that?
So what I feel like the question you were putting up is truly like even I used to figure out uh, 2 months back. So it's just like rather than following the trend, you can make your own trend by knowing those things. Like first thing, you should know what SSB wants from us, rather than what you can give to SSB. It's just like why most of the people in civil service fail because they do not read the syllabus of the civil service. They used to keep preparing like hell from the past trends. So first we need to know the demand of the system. Then we can give a proper supply to system. So it's just like if you know what are the crucial points, what behavior you can show. It's just like know yourself first, and half of the job is already done. Like knowing yourself means if you know you will react in that similar fashion. So the main thing about like it's just like a mansa vachna karmana icon. That means three techniques are there in the SSC. So it they generally want a congruence in all the three techniques. And if congruence can only come when you know yourself. That means your reservoir is the same. And there are three pipes: psychology, GTO, and the interview. If your reservoir is up to the mark, then you need not to worry about the technique. we can, like, everybody can work on their own self awareness.
Okay, buddy. Okay, so thank you so much for sharing this information. And I must tell you that you are the first guy who talked to me like this, and you have a very, very, very different approach. And I'm sure that people who are watching this are definitely going to enjoy watching also, and they should learn something out of it. That it's not always about going with the trend. I have learned this thing about yourself, that make your own trend. Definitely I will implement that in my coming up endeavors also. Thank you so much for talking, buddy, and all the best for your medicals. We'll definitely keep in touch when you get into the academy, or maybe I'll call you off in after some times also, and I'll definitely get the conference also to let my peoples also know. Thank you so much. All the best for your future
Thank you, Amit.
endeavors.
Thank you.
Happy.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.
Thank you.